Welcome back to True Crime News. If you are new to our channel, welcome aboard. I'm your host Ted Corner. If you're interested in true crime in general, consider subscribing. Let's jump right into the news. To cover this case, we have decided to make it into a series of videos as more and more information emerges almost daily. We have read a lot of articles about this awful crime and have tried to boil it down so the video won't be too long, but still give you all the information you might want to know. This case began with a pregnant woman named Shannon who went missing. She had been in Arizona. The visit was work-related. The couple's two little girls had been taken care of by their father while their mother was away. Shannon's husband Chris told she got home at about 2 a.m. He claimed the last time he saw his wife was around 5:15 a.m. on a Monday, before he left their home. He told at noon Shannon's friend stopped by asking where she and the girls were. The girls the friend referred to was Chris and Shannon's two little daughters. His friend was wondering because Shannon had missed her doctor's appointment. It was Shannon's friend who went to the police and reported pregnant Shannon and her two little girls missing. Officers went for a check at the home at around 1:40 p.m. They confirmed the three were missing along with Shannon's phone, keys and purse. Chris admitted before he left for work he and Shannon had what he described as an emotional conversation. This conversation happened just before he claimed he left. He told he got worried when she didn't reply to his text messages later in the morning, and he explained how he panicked when Shannon's friend stopped by asking for her, and he still hadn't gotten any reply to his messages. Chris had appeared on the NBC's Today Show where he told he didn't know where they went. He said he didn't feel like it was real and expressed how it felt like a nightmare he couldn't wake up from. He told how he felt it was like a ghost town when he arrived home and none of his family were there. In another interview, he told that Shannon had told she would take the kids to a friend's home, claiming this was the last words she said to him before she and the girls disappeared. He told in his heart he believed she was somewhere and he hoped she was safe with the kids. He told he didn't know if she could just have walked off. He said if someone had them and they were safe, he wanted them back now. As he turned to the camera, he made a direct plea to them saying, Shannon, Bella, Celeste, if you are out there, just come back. If somebody has her, just bring her back. He went on saying how he just needed to see everybody again and telling the house wasn't complete without anybody there. When he was asked about the argument they had, he told it was more like an emotional conversation than an argument, and he would leave it at that. While breaking into a smile, he said, I just want them to come back. This has got to stop. Someone's got to come forward. He told he reported them missing at 1:40 p.m. when he found the house empty, even though his wife's car was still parked in the driveway. Shannon's Facebook profile showed a happy family with a constant feed of photos and videos of her family, friends and herself. When she commented, she was always happy, no matter if she were running errands, playing with the kids, or promoting a health program. When she posted pictures, it was selfies of her and her husband smiling in restaurants, on vacation, in front of the ocean, and pictures of the house. On May 5th, she wrote, I love this man, he is my rock. On July 19th, she posted a picture of some text with her husband after sending him a sonogram. His reply was that he already loved the baby. She posted, I love you, Chris. He is the best dad us girls could ask for. Shannon and Chris met on Facebook. Shannon rejected a Facebook friend suggestion for Chris, but she changed her mind when he sent a request himself. She was in a really bad place when she received his friend request, so she thought, what the heck, as she thought she were never going to meet him anyway, so she accepted. Then one thing led to another, and 8 years later they had two kids. The couple got married in 2012. Public record shows that each of them were arrested multiple times in North Carolina, he 3 times and her 15 times. But the charges in the arrest are not known. It is said the couple previously faced financial difficulties and were due in court to face a lawsuit from the Homeowners Association, which was suing them for $1,500. The couple filed for bankruptcy in 2015 to escape crossing credit card debts and focus on paying off their mortgages. The pair had a combined income of $90,000 in 2014, but they also had tens of thousands of dollars in credit card debt, along with some student loans and medical bills, for a total of $70,000. Following the couple's 2015 bankruptcy filing, Shannon began working a multi-level marketing company. Shannon was extremely active on Facebook, telling about her increasing success in the program. Her engagement in the company awarded her a Lexus for selling products. From time to time, Chris joined her on her working trips, but it seemed he was often left behind to take care of the girls while Shannon was working on posting lots of pictures in an attempt to get more sellers to sign up. Shannon frequently praised Chris on Facebook, like when she in April wrote, "He takes care of us girls unconditionally. Thank you, baby, for holding down the fort this week. Love you," she wrote. In June, Shannon posted an ultrasound on Facebook and announced her third pregnancy along with the note, "I love Chris. He's the best dad us girls could ask for." Here we will fill you in with a short analysis of Chris. The analysis is made by an ex-FBI profiler. O'Toole has been taking a look at Chris' body language while he was interviewed. It is said that one sign of guilt should be Chris talking about himself in a self-centered way rather than the missing children and wife, using lots of I statements. There was a lack of both emotional affect and emotional language, O'Toole told. Chris had a notable absence of emotional behavior or words of emotion like, "I'm so scared, I'm so worried about them." He talks about the house being empty, but that's not the same as expression of empathy. There is an absence of that, O'Toole explained. Chris had a defensive body language during the interview with his arms across his chest. O'Toole marveled at Chris' arrogance in giving the interview, saying he must have believed highly in his own abilities to persuade. Going on TV after killing his family, believing he has the ability to fool a nation and international audience is very unusual, she told. That is a lot of arrogance and confidence that you could pull this off, and that's not typical. Just hours after Chris had appeared on NBC's Today Show, the police began searching the family's home. They towed away his truck and they were seen putting evidence into bags. And soon after he had been questioned, he led the police to Shannon's body. At the time, the police were positive about locating the bodies of the 2 girls as well. It is heartbreaking to learn how he murdered his 2 little girls who so cheerful praised their dad in the video while they were in the back of a car singing, "My daddy is a hero. He helps me grow up strong," she chirls. "He reads my book, he ties my shoes. You are a hero, though and though. My daddy, daddy, I love you." The police say Chris murdered Bella and Celeste and Shannon before he left the bodies at an oil field near the house in northern Colorado. According to officials, the girls were put in a full tank to disguise the smell. The exact location where the bodies were found has not been revealed. His wife Shannon was 15 weeks pregnant with a boy when she was murdered. The baby boy should have had the name Nico. It is believed Shannon and her children were killed in their home and the bodies later moved. Chris appeared in court for the first time in an orange jumpsuit and shackles. He was denied bail. He didn't speak as he was escorted into the courtroom. During most of the hearing, he looked down, but he made eye contact when the judge reviewed his rights. Even though formal charges had not yet been filed, he could face 3 charges of murder and 3 charges of tampering with evidence. The family of Shannon are deeply saddened over the inhuman murders of their beloved daughter and sister Shannon. her unborn child, and her beautiful daughters Bella Maria and Celeste Catherine. Please allow the family and those close to mourn their passing in private. Fundraising to help support Shannon's family in paying funeral or other expenses raised nearly $30,000 in just 2 days. The one big question is, why? Was Chris jealous of Shannon due to her work, or was he having an affair, like Shannon had suspected and told her mom? The answer to the question have come from Chris himself. Chris told he had an affair, and he claimed he saw his pregnant wife strangle their 2 little girls on the baby monitor after he had confessed to her about the affair and told her he was going to leave. He claimed he strangled Shannon in a rage of revenge after he watched her strangle their daughters. But the police don't buy his story. Shannon had suffered from lupus, so she had problems conceiving children. Therefore, she must have been even extra excited being pregnant for the 3rd time. Chris told he had loaded the 3 bodies onto the back seat of his work truck and took them to an oil work site, which he had intended would be their final resting place. Only 2 days into the investigation, the police had discovered Chris had an affair with a co-worker. Stay tuned for part 2. If you haven't subscribed, please consider it. We will keep following the case and keep you guys updated. If you want to be sure to keep up with the latest in true crime, consider subscribing and remember to click the little bell to get notifications when we have a new video up for you. To get all the news we share, make sure to follow us on all our social media sites. You find the links in the description.